Before you take photos, here's everything you need to know about lenses. There are only two types of lenses that come in a lot of different variations. You have automatic lenses, which allow you to use the electronic functions of your camera, such as your internal f-stop control and autofocus, of course. And you have manual lenses, which don't allow you to do these things. You should not dismiss your manual lenses, as they are the preferred lenses for cinematographers, big movie sets, small movie sets. Manual lenses are usually the way to go because they give you that precise control. I learned how to shoot photography on manual lenses, and it allowed me to learn how to better connect with my camera because I had to do everything myself. To struggle just while you're learning, but you want some really good lenses, I would definitely suggest finding a manual lens kit. Next up, we have prime versus zoom lens. Now, if you listen to the internet, there's a lot of debate about which one is better, but any professional knows that it doesn't really matter because we're going to use the lens that we just need in that moment. Prime lenses are fixed, usually regarded to be a little bit sharper, and can open up wide to about f1.4, which lets in a whole bunch of light. But once again, they're fixed. You have to move your body. I like this when I'm in the studio because it kind of creates a little bit of motion between me and my client. We're both moving simultaneously. It's like a little dance. I enjoy it. It's completely up to you which one you choose, though. Zoom lenses are great. They're like the army Swiss knives of photography, but they don't let in a lot of light. On top of a lot of, especially new photographers, don't always pay attention to how their focal length affects their photo. Focal length is the distance of the lens from the sensor. You have wide angle focal lengths, which is anything from a fisheye lens to a 35 millimeter. And this will provide a beautiful wide angle of everything around you. You won't be able to see too far away, but you'll be able to see everything on the left and right to you, sometimes past the ability of your own eye, like with a fisheye lens. Mid-range focal lengths could be anything from 35 to 70 millimeters. Now, this, depending on what type of camera you have, full frame versus crop sensor, is approximately how the human eye sees reality. So a lot of photographers stay within that pocket. The long distance focal length is referred to as telephoto. This is anything over 70 millimeters. Now, telephoto, of course, allows you to see super far away, but what it does is that it also compresses the background, making anything behind you look bigger than what it actually is. Finding the right lens isn't complicated. You just have to find the right lens for you and your business. At the beginning level, we're going to keep this simple. I don't usually give you guys straight up answers, but all you need is a 28 or maybe like a 24 to 70. I'm not sure which one is a kit lens variation. And then you want a nifty 50. A nifty 50 is everything that you need in a lens. It is affordable, it is sharp, and you can shoot it at f1.4, which for the price that it usually sits in, regardless if you shoot Nikon, Canon, Sony, Fujifilm, a 50 millimeter is usually the best way to go. You can leave that lens on your camera as it is wide enough to get environments and party shots and all types of different stuff, but also it has a deep enough focus range that it looks great for portraits and it doesn't distort the person's head. 50 millimeter, depending on what type of camera you may be using, is in general how humans see the world. It is one of the best camera lenses that you can get starting off. At the intermediate level, you want to start saving up for your first expensive big boy lens. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and buy a $4,000 G Master lens. $800 to $1,000 will find you a piece of glass that just works excellently. There are plenty of lenses around the $800, $600, $1,000 mark that you can get, and they're just fantastic glass. One of the first expensive lenses that I ever got was a 85 millimeter Rokinon, which is not the Sony brand, but it was, one, affordable for me, and two, beautiful. All the reviews were great. Some people even said it was better than the Sony. Of course, when you're using a off-brand camera lens, it is going to shoot a little bit slower. It's not going to have the same electronic controls, but I've never noticed it. It's no different than other lenses that I use. So yeah, if you can't necessarily afford like a super expensive on-brand camera lens, you can't get the Canon or the Sony lens. Explore companies like Rokinon and I can't think of any other from the top of my name, but you can look up off-brand camera lenses. Just make sure you watch reviews on them first. At the pro level, and I am not arguing with anyone about this, rent out lenses before you buy them. If you have the income, if you are a working photographer, if you are making money from what you do, there is no reason that you are just buying lenses and hoping for the best. I had the luxury of going to school for graphic design and photography, and in both instances, I had a plethora of cameras and camera lenses that allowed me to explore. Not everyone is going to have that luxury, and if you don't, but you have the income, rent out your lens before you use them. For whatever reason, photographers hate the idea of renting out their camera gear, but cinematographers, videographers, people who work in the film industry do this all the time. Sometimes they don't even own their own super expensive camera. They may just own like a regular 7A7 III, and they'll rent out the entire camera and its rig when it's time to shoot. And it's the same thing with photography. If you could rent out a lens that may help you shoot an event, that may help you shoot a wedding, that may help you shoot something that you necessarily can't afford right now, rent that thing out. I'm gonna get off of it because every time I say this, someone gives me flack. I'm off my soapbox. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Jordan J. If you have not done so already, please subscribe. The channel is brand new. You could be amongst some of my first subscribers. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if you like the setup and everything else. Let me know whatever. Listen, it's only a few of you guys. You have my full attention. I'll see you later. Peace.